Hi guys, so we are here with a new scheme under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and that scheme is SARS, and it is a very good name for the scheme because this is related to pneumonia, where the lungs get infected and you face problem in breathing. So SARS is Hindi for breath, so it's of a good name, and the full form of the scheme is Social Awareness and Action to neutralize pneumonia successfully. Also, there is a reason that I have kept the beautiful picture of children here because this scheme is for children to reduce child mortality due to pneumonia. Let's start. So now we'll talk about the aims of the scheme. So the scheme aims to reduce child mortality due to pneumonia, which I've already said to you. And it is very shocking, but it is truth that the it contributes to around 15% of deaths of children under the age of 5 annually. Pneumonia contributes to around 15% of deaths of children under the age of 5. These are basically very small children. And now the scheme is targeting that will reduce this mortality to less than 3 deaths out of 1,000 live births by 2025, because this is quite sad because under the age of 5 children are dying and the ratio is around 15%. It's not quite good, so we are targeting less than 3 deaths out of 1,000 live births by 2025. Also, the scheme aims to mobilize people to protect children from pneumonia and train health personnel and other stakeholders to provide prioritized treatment to control the disease. I mean, this scheme is aiming that first of all, people should be aware that they need to protect children from pneumonia, and also the health personnel, the health workers who are working in the hospitals and other stakeholders, they also should provide priority to treating children from pneumonia, because this is quite very important to do so. And as per Health Management Information System data, which is a digital initiative by National Health Mission, Madhya Pradesh has the highest number of pneumonia caused child deaths, followed by Gujarat. So this is a quite sad data, but you should know that in pneumonia caused child deaths, Madhya Pradesh is the top, and second rank is of Gujarat. So these states really need to work hard to reduce these child deaths due to pneumonia. So what are the key features under the scheme? The key features are that the scheme has recommended to provide pre-referral dose of antibiotic amoxicillin, please note the name, amoxicillin, by ASHA workers, and the full form of ASHA is accredited social health activist. We normally say ASHA workers, but we are not maybe aware of the full form, so you should know that it is accredited social health activist. So these ASHA workers will provide pre-referral dose of antibiotic amoxicillin so that children can be prevented from pneumonia and the deaths can be reduced. Also, the pulse oximeter, which is a device to monitor oxygen saturation, basically the amount of oxygen present in your blood. And this device will be used at the health and wellness center, and if required, the child can be treated by the use of oxygen cylinders if the child is facing problem in breathing and is not able to provide enough oxygen to his blood. Then pulse oximeter can provide the information that there is not enough oxygen in the blood, and then the children can be treated with the use of oxygen cylinders if required. Also, the scheme is you know uh, working to provide mass awareness campaign about effective solutions for pneumonia prevention. Like, it is better, we always say that prevention is better than cure. So if we can prevent pneumonia from happening, that will be the best thing. So the scheme is also considering this in their features, that there should be mass awareness campaign about effective solutions for pneumonia prevention, like breastfeeding, which is very, very important for children, especially the small children. They need breastfeeding for their proper growth and immunity. and age appropriate complementary feeding, where the child may be eating some food but still some feeding needs to be done, so that age appropriate complementary feeding information should be with people. And immunization, of course, that different kind of antibiotics or vaccination, what needs to be done, everything, that information should be there with people. Like, as we have already talked about antibiotic amoxicillin, so this is what the people need to be aware about. Only then we can prevent pneumonia from happening to children. And who are the target beneficiaries? So the primary target beneficiaries are, of course, all caregivers, mothers, fathers who have under 5 children, because we are targeting under 5 children here in this scheme. This is for community mobilization. And secondary target beneficiaries who are not actually the direct beneficiaries, but still they need to play a role in this scheme, are, the key opinion leaders of the region, because they need to ensure that proper facilities are available. So, oxygen cylinders, pulse oximeter, antibiotic amoxicillin, everything is available so that any kind of mishappening can be cured or prevented. So these secondary target beneficiaries are the key opinion leaders of the region, like Gram Panchayat leaders, religious leaders, local administration, and VHSNC members. So VHSNC is Village Health, Sanitation and Nutrition Committee members. Then ICDS functionaries, Health and Integrated Child Development Services functionaries. So ICDS is Integrated Child Development Scheme. So, the functionaries related to that scheme can also look after this. Also, the private practitioners, they also should have the information that what kind of resources they need to have at their end to prevent, children under 5 from getting in the trap of pneumonia. And if they are under the trap of pneumonia, how can we, cure them? So these are the secondary target beneficiaries who are not the direct contact of the child, but they play a very important role so that important resources are available to children. And I have highlighted religious leaders and private practitioners because these are some not obvious choices which you may consider under the scheme. That if there is an option and they are said religious leaders, you will feel this is a health related scheme. Why are religious leaders, why will the religious leaders be put into it? But yes, they are, so you should know. Also, private practitioners, we think that this is a government scheme, so why should private practitioners play a role here? But yes, they are also the secondary target beneficiaries, and so you should keep them in mind as well. So this is all about the SARS scheme. I hope this video helped you. Thank you for watching the video.